Okay, let's start. Will someone who is assigned to lead us in prayer do the prayers now?
Let's all bow down our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. Almighty God, we stand in your holy presence as our supreme judge. We humbly beseech you to bless and inspire us so that what we think, say, and do will be in accordance with your will. Enlighten our minds, strengthen our spirit, and fill our hearts with fraternal love, wisdom, and understanding so that we can be effective channels of truth, justice, and peace. In our proceedings today, guide us in path of righteousness for the fulfillment of your greater glory. Amen.
Amen. Okay, call the case.
Case set for pre-trial conference, criminal case number 012345, People of the Philippines versus Randy Aquino E. Bariso for violation of Article 266-A in relation to Article 266-B of the Revised Penal Code as amended by the Republic Act 8353.
Okay, the parties.
Good evening, Your Honor. Prosecutor Jofel Tarukunday, ready, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor. Prosecutor Carmel Don Reyes, respectfully represent myself for the prosecution. Ready, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor. Prosecutor Galileo Olayan appearing as a private prosecutor under the direct control and supervision of the public prosecutor. Ready, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor. Attorney Brian Aldrich Albio for the defense. Ready, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor. Attorney Joseph Reyes for the defense. Ready, Your Honor.
Good evening, Your Honor. Attorney Janalyn Viray for the defense. Ready, Your Honor.
Okay, prosecution, state your case.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. So in this instant case, the complainant is a victim and the accused is a brother of the victim's father. That in different dates and several times in the municipality of Idig, province of Cagayan, and within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, with deliberate intent and with lewd designs and by use of force and intimidation, did then and there willfully, unlawfully, and feloniously had carnal knowledge with Mildred B. Aquino against her will and a 15-year-old girl to her damage and prejudice. That on September 10, 2021, at about 2 in the afternoon, Mildred was awakened by Randy, who was already on top of her while having carnal knowledge with the latter. The victim then shouted, which awakened her brother Junior, who immediately saw the incident. Randy immediately stood up and went out to the room. When Junior heard the voice of the grandmother Rosa, Junior immediately went outside and told the same about what he saw. Rosa then brought Mildred to CBMC for medical examination, and after which they went to Igig Police Station where they filed the complaint, hence this instant case. That would be all, Your Honor.
Okay, so what's the defense?
Good evening, Your Honor. For the defense, the facts of the case are the following. The accused respondent, Randy Aquino, was the uncle of the complainant, who lived on the same roof along with Rosa, the complainant's grandmother and mother of the accused, Jane, the wife of the accused, and Junior and Jose, the complainant's younger brother. And that on between April to May 2019, the accused respondents and his wife were in Legazpi, Albay. That sometimes on September 10, 2021, the accused respondent heard the terrified scream of the complainant while he was cutting firewood beside the house. Acting with fear and alarm, he immediately went to check on Mildred and her siblings. And that upon arriving in the room, he saw the complainant having a nightmare. Thus, he tried to wake up the latter, and when the complainant woke up, followed by the junior, who saw the exact scenario which the latter misinterpreted. That when Randy saw Mildred was already awake, he immediately went out to...
Hello?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, you were cut for a few seconds. Probably it was my connection. You were saying that he heard the scream and then, can you proceed from there?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. He heard the terrified scream of the complainant while he was cutting firewood beside the house. Acting with fear and alarm, he immediately went to check on Mildred and her siblings. And that upon arriving in the room, he saw the complainant having a nightmare. Thus, he tried to wake up the latter, and that when the complainant woke up, followed by Junior, who saw the exact scenario, which the latter misinterpreted, and that when Randy saw that Mildred was already awake, he immediately went out to resume his work. And not long after, his mother Rosa and his wife Jane returned home from the market. Thereafter, Randy went out to have a little walk outside and to look for a friend to talk with. And that when he returned home for dinner, he was shocked to see his wife crying upon learning the allegation of his niece. He was horrified and immediately denied the same. And on the following day, Randy was arrested by the virtue of warrant of arrest, thus this instant case. That will be all for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed. Okay, so what's the uh if that is the statement of the facts, what are there stipulations that the parties would like to make?
Yes, Your Honor. For the prosecution, the following are the proposal for admissions. Will the defense admit that the person charged in the information and the person arraigned is one and the same?
We admit that, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that Randy Aquino is the person referred to as the accused in the information?
We admit that, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that the victim, Mildred Aquino, is a 15-year-old child presently living with her grandmother and two younger siblings, together with the accused and his wife, Jane Aquino?
We admit that the victim is living with the accused, Your Honor, but we deny that the victim is only 15 years old.
Will the defense admit that on March 20, 2019, at about 10 o'clock in the evening, Randy B. Aquino raped the victim?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that the accused raped the victim several times from April 7 to May 13, 2019 during the absence of her grandmother and her aunt?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that on January 1, 2020, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, the accused went to the room of the victim and raped her?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that on September 10, 2021, at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the accused entered the room of the victim and raped her?
Deny that fact, Your Honor.
Will the defense admit that there is a diary written by the complainant containing the alleged commission of rape by the accused against the victim?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
That would be all, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed on the part of the accused.
To the defense, Your Honor, the following are the proposals for admission. Will the prosecution admit that accused Randy Aquino was in Legazpi, Albay from March 10, 2019 to March 25, 2019?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
Will the prosecution admit that Casimo Dragon was the best friend of the complainant?
We
Who?
admit,
Who was
Your
the
Honor.
best friend? Who's the best friend?
Casimo Dragon, Your Honor.
Kasi Mandrogon is, who is he?
Friend of the complainant, Your Honor.
Okay. Denied. Next.
Will the prosecution admit that John Paul Herrera is the boyfriend of the complainant?
We admit, Your Honor.
Will the prosecution admit that on August 2021 was the birthday of Casimo Dragon and on that same day, the complainant did not go home?
Your Honor, we admit to the fact that August 4 was the birthday of the best friend of the complainant, but we deny that the victim did not go home during that night.
Will the prosecution admit that on September 10, 2021, Junior misinterpreted the act of Randy to walk the complainant up for the latter's nightmare episode?
We deny that fact, Your Honor.
That would be all for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. Witnesses?
Your
Okay,
Honor, the
issue first.
prosecution will present.
Issue first. Legal issue.
Your Honor,
Issue.
Your Honor, these are the three issues and to be tackled in this case. The first issue is whether or not Randy Aquino had carnal knowledge with Mildred Aquino. Second is whether or not Randy Aquino was in Albay on March 17, 2019 to May 25, 2019. And the last, Your Honor, is whether or not Randy Aquino is guilty of rape under Article 266A in relation to Article 266B of the Revised Penal Code as amended by Republic Act 8353, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed. How about, are you sharing the same issue, accused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so witnesses.
Your Honor, the prosecution will present three witnesses. The first witness is the victim herself, Mildred Aquino, to testify and prove the material allegations of the complaint. The second witness, Your Honor, is Junior Aquino as an eyewitness to testify and prove that Randy Aquino raped the victim on September 10, 2021. And our last witness, Your Honor, is Vicky Bello, our expert witness, to testify that the victim had vaginal lacerations and that the Mildred is indeed a victim of rape, Your Honor.
Okay, how about the accused? Accused.
Your Honor, the defense will present the three witnesses for the defense. The first witness is the accused respondent himself, Randy Aquino, who will refute the claims of the complainant. The second witness is Jane Aquino, the wife of the accused, who will testify that the accused is in Legazpi, Albay in March to May 2019. The third witness for the defense is Cassie Mondragon, the best friend of the complainant, who will testify that on August 4, 2021, the complainant stayed overnight at her house. That will be all for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. So we proceed with the trial. Let's just assume that that the court already issued the pre-trial order. Present your witnesses.
Your Honor, for the first witness of the prosecution, may we call on Mildred Aquino, accompanied by her guardian, Mark B. Aquino, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Witness, kindly raise your hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name and your other personal circumstances.
I am Mildred C. Aquino, 15 years old, single, and a resident of Ahat, Tigig, Cagayan.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can we proceed?
Go, proceed.
With the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the witness is being offered to prove that Randy Aquino had carnal knowledge with Mildred Aquino, that he was not in Albay on March to May 2019 as claimed by the accused in his judicial affidavit, that Mildred's diary and allegation thereon were written by the complainant herself, that Randy Aquino sexually violated and threatened Mildred, and that the allegations in the testimony of Junior were the truth and transpired on September 10, 2021, and to testify on other matters relevant incident in this case, Your Honor.
Proceed. Is there any comment on the part of the accused?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, we object to the proffer, but we reserve our right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed.
Your Honor, the prosecution will now proceed to the direct examination.
Didn't you make a judicial affidavit?
Yes, we did, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed.
Ms. Witness, do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes, attorney.
What document did you execute, Ms. Witness?
Is a judicial affidavit, attorney.
Now, Ms. Witness, I am showing to you a judicial affidavit consisting of 7 pages. Please go over this document and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit that you are referring to?
Yes, attorney, it is the same.
In the lower portion of page 6, there appears the name Mildred C. Aquino with signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my signature, attorney.
I also noticed that beside your name is the name Mark B. Aquino with signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
Yes, attorney, that is my father's signature, attorney.
May I know, how did you know, Miss Witness, that this is a signature of your father?
My father was present during the execution of my judicial affidavit, attorney, as my guardian.
Okay, Miss Witness, do you confirm and attest the contents of your judicial affidavit, including the attached Exhibit A, which is a birth certificate, and Exhibit B, which is your diary, to be true and correct based on your personal knowledge and perception?
Yes, attorney.
Your Honor, may we seek permission to present the exhibits attached to judicial affidavit of the witness for proper identification and markings?
Did.
Your Honor, the witness positively identified and confirmed this judicial affidavit consisting of 7 pages, including Exhibit A and B. May we respectfully move, Your Honor, to adopt the judicial affidavit of the witness, Ms. Mildred C. Aquino, to constitute and serve as her direct testimony and will form part in the evidence of the prosecution.
Okay. That's all. Any cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, may the defense proceed to the cross-examination of the
Proceed.
witness? Ms. Witness, it is stated in your judicial affidavit that sometime on February 20, 2019, Randy Aquino asked you to get to the used dishes from the kubo, after which he followed you and dragged you towards the back of the said kubo. Am I right?
Yes, attorney.
How far is this kubo from your house?
It is about 20 meters, attorney.
And at that time of this supposed dragging, are there nobody in the house or around it?
Objection, Your Honor.
What's the ground for the objection?
The question calls for speculation, Your Honor. The witness cannot ascertain who were around in the house at that time because the witness was washing dishes alone during that time, Your Honor.
If she knows, she could answer. Objection is overruled.
There are people in the house, attorney.
And who were these people?
It is my grandmother and my 2 younger siblings, attorney.
So there were only the 4 of you at the time this supposed incident happened?
Yes, attorney.
On what part of the house is your sink where you were washing dishes is located, Miss Witness?
It's located inside our house, attorney.
Can you describe the inner structure of your house?
Our house is a single-story house with a three-bedroom, attorney.
In the supposed actual dragging of you by your Uncle Randy, do you not have any chance to call for help the moment he dragged you from the sink to the kubo?
No, attorney, because his right hand was covering my mouth and I am very much afraid if he will harm me.
So, Miss Witness, you said that your sink is located inside of your house. How come no other person inside the house witnessed the
Your
supposed...
Honor.
You let him finish the question first before you make any objection.
How come? Okay, let me repeat my question, Miss Witness. You said that your sink is located inside of your house. How come that no other person inside the house witnessed the supposed dragging of you by your Uncle Randy?
Objection, Your Honor.
What ground?
The question is argumentative. At the same time, the witness is incompetent to answer the question. The witness was washing dishes alone during that time, Your Honor.
She might know, so she might have observed. She may answer. Objection is overruled.
The other persons in the house, attorney, are watching TV.
It is also stated in your judicial affidavit that sometime on January 1, 2020, Randy entered your room. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
And of course, your room has a lock, isn't it?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
The question is misleading, Your Honor. The witness did not testify any of the about the lock of the room, Your Honor.
She may not have testified on it, but she may be aware of it. Objection overruled.
Yes, attorney, it has.
And of course, before going to sleep, you lock your door, isn't it?
Yes, attorney.
Then how did your uncle Randy enter your room if it was locked?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes. Well,
The question is again argumentative, Your Honor.
well, if she can answer it, she was there, she could have observed it. Objection is overruled. Witness may answer. What happened? Nag-freeze na si witness. Hello?
Your Honor, nagkaroon lang daw ng technical problem. She's trying to reconnect, Your Honor.
Yes po. I'm sorry po, nasa quarantine facility po kasi ako nagkakaroon ng fluctuation sa internet connection.
Okay, so what's your answer? Did you hear the question?
I did not hear the question, Your Honor.
Repeat the question.
Yes, Your Honor. So, Miss Witness, how did your uncle Randy entered in your room if it was locked?
How did entered?
I'm sorry, let me rephrase the question, Your Honor. How did your uncle Randy enter your room if it was locked?
I'm not sure, attorney. I do not know.
You also said that when you woke up, your uncle Randy was on top of you. Is it correct?
Attorney.
And thereafter, he removed your pajama and underwear. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
Who were with you inside the room beside your uncle Randy at that time?
Let
This
me just point that out. No, you're for the accused, and you're trying to visualize and make the judge visualize that the accused of removed the pajama. Is that what you intend to do? You're for the accused,
Yes, attorney. Yes, Your Honor.
and you want the witness to confirm that.
Because the question is the witness, the complainant testified it in her JA.
Yeah, precisely. But do you want to emphasize that?
Uh,
Unless you have something to show otherwise, that indeed there was no removing of pajama.
yes, Your Honor. That was I was going to ask next, Your Honor.
Continue.
Who were with you inside the room beside your uncle Randy at the time this incident supposedly transpired?
My two younger brothers, attorney.
And what are they doing at that time?
What were
They
they
were
Sorry, Your Honor. What were they doing at that time?
they were sleeping beside me, sir.
And how far were they from you, Miss Witness?
Actually, attorney, they are just close to me
How close?
at about arm's length, attorney.
You sleep in a bed with a foam, right?
Objection, Your Honor.
Lang?
The question is misleading. The question assumes fact not yet testified by the witness, Your Honor.
He is on cross-examination. He doesn't have to testify on all matters being asked. precisely is asking to, so that it will be made clear. Hindi naman porke kung ano lang tinestify, yun lang i-cross-examine mo eh. So if you want to test the credibility of the witness, you can ask questions related still to the subject matter, but not necessarily that was stated in the affidavit. Objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
No, attorney, we are only sleeping on the floor, but it with foam, attorney.
Also, Ms. Witness, you presented a diary which contained the supposed sexual abuse committed to you by your uncle Randy. Is it correct?
Yes, attorney.
And the date in your diary is from February 18, 2020 to September 3, 2021. Is it correct?
Yes, attorney.
And your notebook that you have used is a limited edition Starbucks 2020 planner. Is it correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground?
Irrelevant, Your Honor.
It is relevant. Objection overruled. What was the date when the commission was made? 20?
On the diary, Your Honor.
It's
Between
dated
February, yes, attorney.
February to September, what
September.
year?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
What year?
2020 to 2021, Your Honor.
2020 to 2021. And you were asking whether the Starbucks diary is dated 2020?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's your purpose in asking that?
Because the complainant resides in Ahat, Igig, and this limited edition Starbucks 2020 planner can only be acquired if you have 18 stickers that you have as a proof of loyalty to Starbucks. There you
So
where
what?
you
It could have been
claim.
it could have been given to her as a gift. Anyway, proceed. Malabo yung ano mo. Okay. You're allowing her to explain. Sige, continue.
Yes, Your Honor. So in your diary, you stated that sometimes on August 4, 2021,
Sometime.
sometime on August 4, 2021, your uncle Randy sexually abused you. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
And this Cassie Mondragon is your best friend, isn't it?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
Again, the question is irrelevant, Your Honor. Kasi Mondragon has nothing to do with the current case.
Objection overruled. You might be preliminary to another question. Witness may answer.
Yes,
When I
attorney.
say witness, Mr. Witness, when I say overruled, automatically you're a law student anyway. I don't have to tell you to answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
When it is sustained, the objection is sustained, that's the time you don't answer.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, attorney. She is my best friend.
And this Cassie Mondragon celebrates her birthday on August 4. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
Is it not on the said date you were in the house of Cassie Mondragon on August 4, 2019?
Yes, sir, because we celebrated her birthday at their house.
And on this same date, you did not go home and stayed overnight at the house of this Cassie Mondragon?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
The question is misleading, Your Honor.
Trying to test the credibility. Okay,
No,
go ahead.
attorney.
That will be all for the defense, Your Honor, for the close of the witness.
Yun lang? Sige.
Your Honor,
Redirect?
can we proceed? Yes, Your Honor, we will proceed with the redirect.
Correct. Proceed.
Miss Witness, what were you doing again on March 20, 2019 when Randy asked you to get the used dishes?
I was washing the dishes, attorney.
After asking you to get the used dishes, what did you do next?
I went outside, attorney, to get the other dishes to be washed.
When you saw Randy following you, how far were you already from the house when you saw him, Miss Witness?
I was already halfway through, attorney. It is about 10 meters away from the house.
You testified a while ago that you lock your door when you sleep. Were there instances where you forgot to lock the door, Miss Witness?
Yes, attorney.
How often?
Quite often, attorney.
Is it possible then that you forgot to lock your door on the said date so that Randy was able to enter your room?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground?
The question of the counsel is
Speculative.
hypothetical.
Speculative. Sige. Objection. It's possible. Sige. Objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
Yes, attorney.
You confirmed that August 4, 2021 was Cassie's birthday and you attended such birthday. What time did the party start, Miss Witness?
It started at around 3 in the afternoon, attorney.
What time did the party end, Miss Witness?
Ended at 8 in the evening, attorney.
And after that, what did you do?
I decided to go home, attorney, but Uncle Randy saw me on the road and told me to go home already because it was late.
So where did you sleep that night, Miss Witness?
I slept at our house, attorney.
No further question, Your Honor.
Recross?
No recross, Your Honor.
Okay. Witness?
Good evening, Your Honor. For the second witness of the prosecution, may we call on our child witness, Mr. Junior Aquino, accompanied by his guardian, Mark Aquino.
Okay, by the way, earlier there was a affidavit executed by the complainant who is a minor, no? And you made the father um, confirm it by signing, no? It's not necessary that when a minor executes an affidavit, it doesn't mean that it will not have any effect. It will not be honored if the father did not sign. The relevance only of the father signing is when there is a conveyance or transmission of rights for being the automatic guardian of the ano, but insofar as making statements, no, it's not necessary. It doesn't mean that if the father did not sign, it will not be considered as valid. Okay, continue.
Sir, sir,
Um,
kindly swear.
right. Mr. Witness, kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Attorney.
Please state your name and personal circumstances.
Ako po si Junior Aquino, 9 na taong gulang at nakatira sa Ahatigig, Cagayan.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Um, with the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the child witness is being offered to prove that it was indeed the accused Randy Aquino whom the witness saw with Mildred on September 10, 2021 on the room where the alleged rape was committed, and to testify on what he saw and what he heard during the above mentioned scenario.
Okay. Any comment?
We do not admit to the offered testimony of the child witness, Your Honor, but we reserve our right to cross-examine this.
Okay. Proceed.
Um, Junior, do you remember having executed an affidavit in relation to this case?
Opo.
If that judicial affidavit is shown to you, will you be able to identify it?
Opo.
On record is a judicial affidavit executed by one Junior C. Aquino. Is this the judicial affidavit you are referring to?
Opo.
On the last page of this affidavit is a signature above a printed name, Junior C. Aquino. Do you know whose signature is this?
Opo. Signature ko po.
Beside your name and signature, there appears the name of Mark Aquino with a signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
Opo. Signature po ng
How,
tatay ko.
how did you know that it is your father's signature?
Kasama po siya nung pumunta po kami doon sa Pugado para gawin po itong papel.
Do you confirm and affirm the truthfulness and veracity of your judicial affidavit?
Opo.
Your Honor, the witness positively identified and confirmed this judicial affidavit consisting of 4 pages. May we respectfully move to adopt the judicial affidavit of the child witness Junior Aquino to constitute and serve as the direct testimony and will form part of evidence of the prosecution. Your Honor, the witness is now ready for cross-examination.
Okay. Cross-examination. Sit.
Yes, Your Honor. Hello, Junior. I have few questions here. Will you answer them truthfully?
Yes po, ma'am.
You told us in your judicial affidavit that you saw a Tito Randy without undergarments. Am I right?
Opo.
And you said that your Tito Randy went out immediately after that.
Opo.
And you're still laying down when you saw all that, weren't you?
Opo.
So are you telling now, Junior, that right after you woke up, the first thing you did is to look at your Tito Randy and Ate Mildred from head to toe?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground?
The question is argumentative.
No. Objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
Opo.
So are you implying that you confusion and still lying down really saw everything clearly in that very short moment?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes.
The question is still argumentative.
Overruled. Witness may answer. By the way,
Opo.
if you are cross-examining a minor, you are allowed, if he has difficulty understanding it, you're allowed to, especially pag direct examination, you're allowed to lead the witness. Okay. Continue.
Since you claim that you saw it clearly, Junior, is your Ate Mildred's mouth covered?
Hindi po.
And she's just screaming and not asking for help back then, am I right?
Ma'am, hindi ko po marinig. Pakilakasan po yung tanong.
And she's just screaming back and not asking for help back then, am I right?
Opo.
Isn't it that when a person, or especially a child, is in pain or in danger, he or she would ask for help, Junior?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yes.
The question calls for an opinion, Your Honor.
Can you repeat the question?
Your own. Isn't it that when a person, especially a child, is in pain or in danger, he or she would ask for a help?
Okay. Objection is sustained.
Why did you say then that Ate Mildred is in pain when she is not asking for help?
Sabi ni Papa, kaya daw po sumisigaw si ate kasi masakit daw po.
So you only concluded that your Ate Mildred is indeed in pain because of what your father said, right?
Opo.
You identified earlier the papers you answered with the assistance of your father, am I right?
Opo.
And you stated in your answer that your Ate Mildred was raped, specifically in question number 7, am I right?
Opo.
So what is the meaning of rape, Junior?
Yes po. Yung pinipilit pong mag-sex.
So you also know the meaning of sex.
Opo.
Who taught you the meaning of word sex and rape, Junior? Can you tell us?
Si Papa po.
So did your father also instruct you what to answer, Junior?
Opo.
Your Honor, on record were the affirmation of the witness that it was his father who taught the meaning of things he is testifying, which clearly manifests that his testimonies were not his own perception of things. Your Honor, may I respectfully move for the determination of competency of the child witness on the ground that the child witness lacked the ability to perceive and make known his perception?
Okay, we will, let's just assume that that is, a motion will be set for that purpose, the determination of the ability of the witness to make known his observations. The court will note of the of the manifestation of the counsel. So what do you plan to do? You do not wish to continue with the cross examination?
Um, we would wish to continue, Your Honor. Actually,
Okay.
that was already my last question for the cross-examination, Your Honor.
Okay. Recross?
Redirect, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Um, Mr. Witness, you said in your cross-examination that when you woke up, the first thing you saw is the accused and the victim. Why is that?
Kasi po nakita ko po si narinig ko po si Ate Mildred na umiiyak siya, ma'am.
Why did you say that your Ate Mildred is in pain when she did not ask for help?
Nakita ko po kasi yung itsura niya na parang nasasaktan tapos yun po umiiyak po siya, ma'am.
You mentioned a while ago that your papa told you that your Ate Mildred is in pain. Am I correct?
Opo, ma'am.
Can you explain further why your papa told you that your Ate Mildred is in pain?
Kasi po yung ang sumbong ni Ate Mildred kay Papa po nung dumating si Papa, ma'am.
Are we made to understand then that your Ate Mildred was the one who told your papa that she is in pain at that time?
Opo, ma'am.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Any recross?
Yes, Your Honor. May I proceed for the request, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Mr. Witness, I am currently scanning your judicial affidavit, and contrary to what you answered in your redirect examination earlier, there is definitely a statement here that your sister was crying when you woke up. Am I right?
Hindi ko po alam.
When exactly you saw your sister crying, Mr. Witness?
Nung nagsumbong po siya kay Papa, ma'am.
Okay, that would be all from my request, Your Honor.
Okay, any more? Any more witness?
Yes, Your Honor, the prosecution still have one witness, our expert witness, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed.
Okay. Miss Witness, kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Dr. Vicky Bello of legal age, married, Filipino citizen, and with business address at Cagayan Valley Medical Center, Carig Sur, Tuguegarao City.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed. Proceed. Proceed.
Your Honor, nag-lag po ulit si Ma'am Galilea Ulayan. Nagre-reconnect po siya ulit.
Okay na, okay na. Sorry po, sorry po. Your Honor, for the third witness of the prosecution, may we call on Dr. Vicky Bello on the witness stand?
Tawag na siya eh. Na ano
Ay,
na nga.
sorry po, hindi ko po narinig kasi. With the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the witness is being offered to testify based on her technical knowledge, experience, and skill and methodologies to form her opinion on the case and to testify on all the allegation in the rape case, including the medical legal certificate that is issued, which the
She was
victim
not the one
respect
who examined the witness?
is the one
The
who
complainant?
she is the one who examined the victim, the complainant po,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Um,
Proceed.
Your Honor, we object to the proffer, but we reserve our right to cross-examine the witness.
Okay.
Do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes, attorney. Hello.
Proceed.
Ma'am Gali,
Madam Counsel.
Na-disconnect po ulit ata siya.
Hmm.
Your Honor, Prosecutor Jofel Unday will proceed with the direct examination of the witness.
Okay.
Miss Witness, do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes, attorney.
What document did you execute?
A judicial affidavit, attorney.
Now, Miss Witness, I am showing to you a judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages. Please go over this document and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit that you are referring to.
Yes, attorney, it is the same.
In the lower portion of page 7, there appears the name Vicky Abelio with the signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my signature, attorney.
Miss Witness, do you confirm and attest that the contents of your judicial affidavit, including the attached Exhibit C, which is a medical certificate, to be true and correct based on your personal knowledge and perception?
Yes, attorney.
Your Honor, may we seek permission to present the exhibit attached to the judicial affidavit of the witness for proper identification and marking.
Go ahead. Proceed. Go
Miss
ahead.
Witness, Miss Witness, uh, Your Honor, the witness positively identified and confirmed the judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages, including the exhibits. May we respectfully move, Your Honor, to adopt the judicial affidavit of the witness, Ms. Vicky Bello, to constitute and serve as her direct testimony and will form part in this evidence of the evidence of the prosecution.
Okay. So, witness is ready for cross-examination.
Yes, Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, Your Honor, may we now proceed with the cross-examination of the expert witness.
Proceed.
Madam
By the
Witness,
way, excuse me. Hello, excuse me. I was unable to read the testimony, the judicial affidavit. Uh, did you qualify the witness as expert witness? Did you qualify her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you know what I mean by the word qualify? Do you exactly know what is that?
The the we
Execution.
considered her qualifications such as experiences and um,
Expertise.
positions, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. Does the defense admit the expertise of the witness?
yes, Your Honor, to admit
So
the
you are not cross-examining him in that regard? You
I
admit
know,
that
Your Honor,
she's an expert witness.
we do not admit, Your Honor. We will proceed. the cross-examination.
Okay. Proceed with the cross.
Thank you, Your Honor. Madam Witness, for how long have you been practicing forensic medicine?
3 years, attorney.
Apart from the examination of Mildred, are there any instances wherein you examine rape victims?
Yes, attorney.
Do you remember how many times?
I think 5 times, attorney.
So you're saying now that your only basis for examining a rape victim was that 5 prior experiences in that particular span?
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor.
What ground?
The question is speculative, Your Honor. The defense is trying to offer a conclusion of what the evidence means.
Can you repeat that question again?
Thank you, Your Honor. So you're now saying that your only basis for examining the rape victim was your 5 prior experiences?
Let the witness answer.
Yes, attorney.
You said that you found laceration with hematoma formation extending up to the posterior foci in the peritoneal area and causal abuse. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
Madam Witness, can you describe this lacerations?
There were some fresh and few old lacerations with the presence of a 1 centimeter midline longitudinal laceration, attorney.
Can you tell us the instances where you can get these types of lacerations?
You can usually get it from sexual intercourse.
Madam Witness, you use the word usually. So it is then possible that this laceration is acquired through other causes.
Yes, attorney.
So I have here the medical certificate inside this envelope. The prosecution examined or the prosecution submitted. Also appears here that there are some physical contusions on her arms. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
And I am also showing to you the medical legal certificate attached to your judicial affidavit. Can you confirm if this is the same medical certificate that you issued to the complainant?
Yes, attorney.
And according to this medical legal, it states here that there are visible contusions. However, there are no physical descriptions.
There
Isn't
no?
it?
Ano yun? What's that?
There is no physical
However,
description. However, there is no physical description on these contusions, Your Honor.
okay.
Isn't it
So,
that it is very important that the physical description be included in the medical certificate because it is very crucial in cases like this?
are you arguing with the witness? You just state
Um,
what you observe in the absence of such matters that you observe. You don't argue with the witness.
uh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Just rephrase the question.
Okay, proceed.
Madam Witness, do you think that this physical description is important to be included in a medical certificate?
Yes, attorney.
Now, are you admitting that there are flaws in this medical certificate?
No, attorney.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Any redirect?
Yes, Your Honor. I proceed with the redirect po. Miss Witness, you said during the cross-examination that there were no physical descriptions on the medical legal certificate you issued. Why is that?
Attorney, the form for the medical legal in our hospital is pro forma. We need not to describe and only put it in our significant findings.
And you also said, Miss Witness, that laceration can be caused by other factors. Am I right?
Yes, attorney.
And what do you mean by that?
It means, attorney, that in most cases, it is caused by sexual intercourse and not from other strenuous activities.
So based on your knowledge and expertise, Miss Witness, do you now conclude that there has been sexual intercourse that happened?
Yes, attorney.
That's all for my redirect, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may we now proceed with the recross.
Yes, I was disconnected a while back. Okay, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. A while ago, Madam Witness, when you were asked in the redirect, you concluded that it was caused by sexual intercourse. But aside from laceration, you cannot show us anything such as the semen, proof that there was a or there, that it's not caused by the sexual intercourse first, right?
Yes, attorney.
This,
This
is
is
that a
despite
redirect question? You were redirecting and at the same time leading the witness to answer the way you want her to answer. You're on redirect, so technically the rules on leading question applies there. Should have been objected to.
Your Honor, may I just rephrase the question?
Proceed.
Madam Witness, are there other causes of lacerations other than sexual intercourse?
Yes, attorney.
That's all for the response.
Proceed, proceed. I don't hear anything anymore.
Your Honor, may we proceed for the formal offer of exhibits and evidence?
Okay. Okay.
Your Honor, we respectfully offer the following documentary and object evidence to form part of the prosecution formal exhibits and evidence. Exhibit A, the birth certificate of Mildred Aquino to prove that Mildred is 15 years old as part of her testimony herself. Exhibit B, the diary of Mildred C. Aquino to prove that Mildred was raped for several times. Exhibit C, the medical legal certificate to prove that the victim had laceration and that she was raped. Exhibit D, the screenshot of the picture of Randy Aquino's Facebook post to disprove his claim that he was in Albay from March 17, 2019 to May 25, 2019. And lastly, Exhibit E,
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
floor
wait,
plan of
wait.
the
Excuse me. That
Yes, Your Honor.
document you were showing about the fact that Randy is in Albay or something. Who testified on that? You should state that in your offer as part of the testimony of, because somebody should have testified on that. Who was supposed to have
Yes, Your
testified on that? Meron ba? You
Yes,
cannot
attorney for
you
the
cannot
defense.
who- no. This is the formal offer of the prosecution, right? You
Your
said
Honor,
you have proof to the fact that was that in Albay. So who testified on that?
Your Honor, actually the exhibit D, the screenshot of the picture of Randy Aquino will be used to rebut it will be used as a rebuttal evidence to
So
disprove the claim
why are you
of.
offering it now? It has not been offered in evidence previously. It has not been identified or authenticated. So you're offering it now?
May we ask Your Honor that it would be stricken out na lang po at the Exhibit D. Thank you. That's all for the documentary and object evidence for Your Honor.
Okay, sit.
Your Honor, we interpose our objections on all exhibits, and we emphasize our strong objection on Exhibit A on the ground that it was not properly authenticated, and in Exhibit B on the ground that it was fabricated.
Okay. Let's assume that I have already rolled on those. Okay. That those formally offered was is admitted, not necessarily for the purpose for which they were offered. Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution now formally rests its case.
Next. Accused.
Your Honor,
Ulit na.
Your Honor, for the first witness of the defense, may we call on Randy B. Aquino?
Okay, proceed.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Randy Aquino and 25 years old and a resident of Ahad.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
With the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the witness is being offered to prove that he did not have carnal knowledge, Mildred, and that he was in Albay since March to May 2019, and that Mildred's diary and allegation thereon were mere fabrication, that he did not sexually violated nor threaten Mildred,
Did not sexually violated. Sige.
sorry, Your Honor, did not sexually violate nor threaten Mildred, that the allegations in the testimony of Junior were mere a product of a child imagination, and to testify on other matters relevant and incidental in this case.
Okay. Any comment?
Your Honor, we object to the proffer, but we reserve our right to recross the witness, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Your Honor, the defense will proceed with the direct examination of the witness. Mr. Witness, do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes, attorney.
And what document did you execute?
Okay, judicial affidavit, attorney.
Now, Mr. Witness, I am showing to you a judicial affidavit consisting of 7 pages. Please go over this document and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit that you were referring to.
Yes, attorney, it is the same.
And in the lower portion of page 6, there appears the name Randy B. Aquino with signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my signature, attorney.
And Mr. Witness, do you confirm and attest that the contents of your judicial affidavit, including the attached exhibit 1 and 2, to be true and correct based on your personal knowledge and perception?
Yes, attorney.
Your Honor, may we seek permission to present the exhibits attached to the judicial affidavit of the witness for proper identification and markings.
Proceed.
Your Honor, the witness positively identify and confirm this judicial affidavit consisting of 7 pages, including Exhibit 1 and 2. May we respectfully move, Your Honor, to adopt the judicial affidavit of the witness, Mr. Randy B. Aquino, to constitute and serve as his direct testimony and will form part in the evidence of the defense.
Okay. Witness may be cross-examined.
Yes, Your Honor. May we now proceed to the cross-examination, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Mr. Witness, do you have a Facebook account?
Yes, attorney.
Do you know this Facebook account with the username Randy_1988 with an email address of randyaquino@yahoo.com?
Yes, attorney, that is my account.
I am showing you a printed screenshot of this Facebook post posted under this account. The Facebook post was dated May 13, 2019 with the caption, Bongo for the win. So you voted last election, isn't so?
Yes, attorney.
For the record, you're affirming that you voted last 2019 being the most recent election. Am I correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
What's the ground for the objection?
The question is irrelevant, Your Honor.
Witness may answer. Test of
Yes,
physical
attorney.
eligibility.
Yes, attorney.
You are a resident of Ahat Igig, Cagayan, so you are a registered voter of Igig. Am I right?
Yes, attorney.
Okay. So the last election was May 13, 2019, and you said that you voted during the last election. Are you now admitting that you are not in Albay in May 13, 2019 since it is impossible for you to vote at Igig if you are in Albay?
No, attorney.
If you say so, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, are you working?
Yes, attorney.
What is the nature of your work, Mr. Witness?
I am a farmer, attorney, and we actually have a farmland where we plant rice.
Do you have other source of income, Mr. Witness?
None, attorney.
Since when are you planting rice, Mr. Witness?
Objection, Your Honor.
Did he say planting rice? Farmer lang siya. What's the ground for the objection?
The question is irrelevant, Your Honor.
For purposes of preliminaries to test the credibility, witness may answer.
Since I was in high school, attorney.
Were there instances where you failed to plant, Mr. Witness?
None, attorney, because
You better connect your question already, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Witness, the harvest season is usually from uh, April to May and October to November. Will you agree with me?
yes, attorney.
Isn't it then unusual for a farmer to leave his farmland during the harvest time, considering that the fact that that is your only source of income and the next harvest season will still be on October?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground?
The prosecution is asking a hypothetical question.
It's not. Objection is overruled.
No, attorney.
Witness may answer.
No, attorney.
Okay. Mr.
What do you
Witness,
exactly
you
mean by
said in your
no?
affidavit,
What do you exactly mean by no, court? When you say no, attorney, what do you exactly mean by that?
No, attorney, it's not unusual for the farmer to leave the farmland during harvest time,
Okay.
even if that is only our source of income.
Proceed.
you say so, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, you said in your affidavit that on September 10, 2021, at about 2 in the afternoon, you were cutting firewoods when you heard the terrified scream of Mildred. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
In your counter affidavit, paragraph 7, you said, I went there, leaned a little closer in order to wake her up while restraining her strenuous movement from waking and hurting her brother who was sleeping soundly beside her. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
When you said her brother, you are pertaining to Junior, right?
Yes, attorney.
Just to make it clear, you are saying that Junior was still sleeping when you got there. Am I right?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
The question has already been answered.
Witness may answer.
Yes, attorney.
Mr. Witness, can you tell this honorable court the exact location where you were cutting firewoods during that time?
Uh, Beside our kubo at the back of our house, attorney.
How far is your kubo from the house, Mr. Witness?
Around 20 meters, attorney.
Now I am showing you the sketch of the floor plan of your house. Is this floor plan correct or accurate?
Uh, yes, attorney.
I can see that there are 3 bedrooms in this floor plan. Can you tell which among the 3 bedrooms is the bedroom of Mildred?
The room nearest to the front door, attorney.
And based on this floor plan, the length of your house is approximately 15 meters. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
Therefore, the room of Mildred is approximately 35 meters from the kubo. Basing from your description and this floor plan, don't you think it is quite impossible for you to hear the scream of Mildred if it was real?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
The counsel is arguing with the witness.
This time I will, no, not necessarily for that reason, but yes, reform the question.
Will you agree with me if I say that it is quite impossible for you to hear the scream of Mildred if it was real?
No, attorney.
Say so. Would you uh, would you agree with me that the loud scream, which must be very loud for you to hear it, and the gesture of Mildred are sufficient to awaken the brothers? Because you testified a while ago that you said that they were sleeping soundly.
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
To interpose or continuing objection, the question is argumentative.
Objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
I don't know, attorney, but when I got there, the boys were still sleeping.
What time was that, court? What time was that when you heard the scream? Court, what time was it, Mr. Accused, when you heard the loud scream?
Um, Around two in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon, and they were in their room sleeping. What day was that?
Attorney,
What day was it?
it's a working day, Your Honor.
Again?
Friday,
They
Your
work.
Honor.
It's Friday. Friday.
Yes, Your Honor. Friday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and
What day was? What was the date?
it's September 10, Your Honor.
September 10. Okay. Continue.
After checking on Mildred, you said that you went outside to look for friends and you found one, right?
I saw my cousin, Tomar. Attorney.
Jomar. So may I ask, is Jomar working, Mr. Witness?
Yes, attorney.
What is the nature of his work?
He's working as a nurse at the OH. Attorney.
Are you saying that Jomar, who is a nurse working at the Department of Health as a frontliner, is at Ahad Idig Cagayan? Mr. Witness?
Yes, attorney.
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground.
The witness is not competent to answer. Moreover, it is irrelevant.
The question was why he was not working. The cousin was not working. Is that what the question was?
I'm just trying to clarify the statement of the witness, Your Honor. My
Okay.
question was,
Mm.
are you saying that Jomar, who is a nurse working at UH as a frontliner, is during that time is at Ahad Idig Cagayan?
Okay.
Because UH,
Objection is overruled. That answer can be questioned within the competence of the accused. It's just confirming whether he was there in Ahat at that time.
Yes, attorney.
Isn't it that he is supposed to be at work since September 10 is Friday, a working day? And the time that when you saw him, based on your judicial affidavit, is around 2 o'clock.
Now you can make
Objection,
the
Your Honor.
objection. Okay, what ground?
The witness is not competent to answer.
Okay. Objection is sustained.
May I know what are your usual activities during the time between 1 to 5 p.m., Mr. Witness?
I usually do household chores and sometimes I am in the field, attorney.
And you are saying that you went outside at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to look for people whom you can talk with. Wouldn't it be unusual to assume that you will be able to find one considering that 2 o'clock is a working hour?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground,
The question is hypothetical.
sustained.
That would be all, Your Honor.
Marami ka pa sanang pwedeng i-question doon.
Pero yung oras ko.
Okay. Anyway, proceed.
Your
Defense.
Honor, the defense will proceed with the redirect of the accused witness, Randy.
Okay, proceed.
So, Mr. Witness, where were you on May 13, 2019?
In Legazpi, Albay, attorney.
What were you doing on the said date?
I accompanied my mother-in-law for her checkup.
And what was the reason that you were in Albay in the first place?
Is that supposed to be asked on redirect? O dapat sa direct yan? Okay, proceed.
To help take care of my mother-in-law. Attorney.
Is it urgent that you go to Albay and leave your crops at the time of harvest?
Objection, Your Honor.
Ground,
The questions are improper. The question is improper because those are not tackled during the cross.
that was asked during the cross, except that it's leading. Objection is sustained. Not for the reason that was advanced.
Yes, Your Honor. So, next question, Mr. Witness. You said that sometime on September 10, 2021, you were cutting firewood beside your house. Am I correct?
Yes, attorney.
And on that same date, you've heard the scream of the complainant inside the house, isn't it?
Yes, attorney.
How can you hear the scream of your niece when she was inside the house?
The place where our house is located is far from any noise, attorney. So in the event of a scream, I can easily hear it.
Your Honor, that would be all for the redirect of the witness.
Okay. Any more?
There will be
Any
no
more
recross.
Recross?
No more recross, Your Honor.
Okay, proceed. Next witness.
Your Honor, for the second witness of the defense, may we call on the stand Mrs. Jane Aquino, the wife of the accused?
Miss Witness, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, I do.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Can I state my name and
Sorry,
other?
sorry. Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Jane Aquino, 30 years old, married, and a resident of Ahat Igig, Cagayan.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you check on the qualification of the witness if she may be disqualified?
Yes, attorney, and the witness is qualified, Your Honor.
Proceed.
With the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the witness is being offered to prove that Randy Aquino was with her in Albay on the month of March to May 2019. that the allegations of the victim were only pure fabrication and without logical basis, and to testify on other matters relevant and incident in this case.
Proceed.
We object to the proffer, but we reserve our right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Can I proceed
Proceed.
with the direct, Your Honor? Ms.
Proceed.
Witness, do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes, attorney.
And what document did you execute?
Judicial affidavit, attorney.
Now, Ms. Witness, I'm showing to you a judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages. Please go over this document and tell this honorable court if this is the same judicial affidavit that you have executed.
Yes, attorney, it is the same.
In the lower portion of page 4, there appears the name Jane S. Aquino with signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my signature, attorney.
Ms. Witness, do you confirm and attest that the contents of your judicial affidavit, including the attached Exhibit A, to be true and correct based on your personal knowledge and perception?
Yes, attorney.
Your Honor, the witness positively identified and confirmed this judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages, including Exhibit A. We will respectfully move, Your Honor, to adopt the judicial affidavit, including the attached Exhibit A of the witness, Mrs. Jane Aquino, to constitute and serve as her direct testimony and to form part in the evidence of the defense.
Okay.
That would be all for the direct, Your Honor.
May I proceed with the cross-examination, Your Honor?
Proceed. Proceed.
Madam Witness, you mentioned in your judicial affidavit that you went and stayed in Albay to take care of your ailing mother, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go there alone?
No, ma'am. I went there with my husband, Randy Aquino.
By the way, Madam Witness, how many siblings do you have?
I have 5 siblings, attorney.
Can you describe the personal circumstances of your siblings?
The eldest attorney is a widow, and then my 2 younger siblings were college students, while the youngest was still in high school, ma'am.
Do they all live with your mother?
Your Honor,
What
the
was that?
question
Was
is
that an
irrelevant.
objection? Well, again?
Do they all
Was there
live
an
with your
objection?
mother? There is, Your Honor.
Was there an objection? None.
I object, Your Honor.
On
The
what
question
ground?
is irrelevant.
Witness may answer.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Madam Witness, you mentioned that all your siblings are living with your mother. So all of them take care of your mother, is it not?
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
On what ground? Can you make your objection? You already state the ground. You don't. I don't have to keep on saying what ground.
Okay, Your Honor. The question is concluding a fact, Your Honor.
Objection is overruled.
Yes, ma'am.
And because of all of them could take care of your mother, there is no necessity for you to travel in Albay, is it not?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is also concluding a fact, Your Honor.
Witness may answer.
Yes, ma'am, but my mother wanted to see me. That is why I still traveled to Albay.
Madam Witness, on record and attached in your judicial affidavit is a photograph taken enjoying the view of Mount Mayon. Who are the persons in these photos, Madam Witness?
Me and my husband, ma'am.
And when was this taken?
It was taken during our first week in Albay, ma'am.
Are you now telling me that you still have time to wander around the tourist spots in Albay knowing that your mother is ill?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is argumentative.
Objection is sustained.
Let's talk about something else, Madam Witness. How is your relationship with your husband?
We have a good relationship, attorney.
And how long have you been married again?
8 years already, attorney.
Madam Witness, are there times that you and your husband quarrel?
Yes, attorney.
In what instances do you quarrel, Madam Witness?
When he is drunk, attorney, and he usually brings up the fact that I cannot bear a child, attorney.
So you mean, Madam Witness, that you are infertile and that your husband really wanted to have a child. That's why he took advantage of the victim and raped her?
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
The question is argumentative
What
and
kind
is
of
also
question is that? Objection is strongly sustained.
No further questions, Your Honor.
May I proceed with the redirect, Your Honor?
Yeah, you may. Go ahead.
Miss Witness, when you received the news that your mother has stage 2 colon cancer, how did you react back then?
Yes, but the moment I heard the word cancer, attorney, I thought that my mother was already dying.
Is that the reason then why you hastily went to Albay despite knowing that your
Up,
siblings are
up.
already there to take?
Is that a proper question on redirect?
Uh,
You be conscious when you make a redirect question. You're also like, you cannot ask leading questions.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Let me proceed to the next question. Miss Witness, you mentioned.
Another thing, when you are objected to, you don't, if there's a good point in your question, for example, you just don't abandon it because you were objected to. You have to find a way.
Yes, po, Your Honor. May I now proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
You mentioned in the cross-examination earlier that you are infertile. As a married couple, how did you plan to resolve this issue, Miss Witness?
We are planning to adopt a child, attorney, but we are still waiting for our financial situation to get better.
And while waiting for an opportunity to adopt a child, do you think your husband has been unfaithful to you?
Never.
Objection, Your Honor.
Without
The
hearing the ground for objection, that is sustained.
That would be all for my redirect, Your Honor.
Okay. Any recross? None. No recross?
Your Honor. None, Your Honor. No recross, Your Honor.
Okay, so next witness, last witness. Already 8
Your
o'clock.
Honor, Your Honor, for the third witness of the defense, may we now call on Ms. Cassie Mondragon, accompanied by her guardian, Mr. Robert Mondragon.
Proceed.
Okay, Miss Witness, kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth before this honorable court?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Cassie Mondragon, 15 years old, single and a resident of Ahatigig, Cagayan.
The witness is ready, Your Honor.
Proceed.
With the permission of this honorable court, the testimony of the witness is being offered to prove that she is the complainant's best friend and to testify on the private matters related to the victim's conduct, prove that they indeed celebrated her birthday at their house on August 4, 2021, and to prove that Mildred slept at their house after the celebration, testify on other matters relevant and incident to the case.
Okay. So in other words, this witness is only contesting as to one instance of rape. Is that right? Because I think there are several instances.
Yes, attorney, on that August 4 because on that day they celebrated her birthday.
Okay, proceed.
Your
May we
Honor, we object to the proffer, but we reserve our right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Proceed.
we now proceed, Your Honor, to the direct examination. Um, um, Ms. Witness, do you recall executing a document in relation to your testimony today?
Yes po, attorney.
What document did you execute?
A judicial affidavit po, attorney.
Ms. Witness, I am showing to you a judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages. Please go over each document and tell the Honorable Court if this is the same judicial affidavit that you are referring.
Yes, attorney. Same po.
In the lower portion of page 6, there appears the name of Cathy Mondragon with the signature above it. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my signature po, attorney.
There also appears the name Robert Mondragon with signature. Do you know whose signature is this?
It is my father's signature po.
How do you know that this is his signature?
Uh, because I was there when he signed that po.
Witness, you confirm and attest that the contents of your judicial affidavit will be true and correct based on your personal knowledge and perception.
Yes po, attorney.
Your Honor, the witness positively identified and confirmed this judicial affidavit consisting of 5 pages. May we respectfully move the Honor to adopt the judicial affidavit of the witness, Cathy Mondragon, constitute and serve as her direct testimony and will form part of the evidence of the defense, Your Honor.
Okay. So is the witness ready for cross?
Yes, Your Honor, may we proceed with the cross? Miss
Proceed.
Witness, Miss Witness, Mildred Aquino, the victim, is your best friend. Is that correct?
Yes po, attorney.
Can you describe your relationship with the victim, Miss Witness?
We have been friends for a long time po, attorney, and we went to the same school.
Miss Witness, do you have circle of friends aside from Mildred?
I only have one circle of friend, attorney. We are only three in group, consisting of myself, John Paul, and Mildred, attorney.
Can you tell me, Miss Witness, who is this John Paul?
John Paul is the boyfriend of Mildred po, attorney.
And can you tell me, Miss Witness, how you met with John Paul?
Actually, I was the one who first met John Paul, the attorney, when I was in grade 8 po, when he was courting me.
You testified a while back that John Paul courted you, Miss Witness, but now you are saying that John Paul is the boyfriend of Mildred. Can you tell me what happened?
Objection, Your Honor.
Uh, I said when you object, you already state the ground.
Objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant.
The question is relevant. Witness may answer.
He courted me when I'm grade 8, attorney, but he suddenly stopped and I was shocked that John Paul and Mildred were already in relationship po.
And how did you feel about that, Miss Witness?
Honestly, I felt betrayed po, attorney.
Miss Witness, knowing the fact that the victim is your best friend and you are testifying against your best friend, does it mean that you are testifying against the victim because you still have bad feeling about what happened?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is speculative.
Objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
No, attorney.
Okay, on to my next question, Miss Witness. You said that you invited your friend Mildred on your birthday party. Am I correct?
Yes po, attorney.
And you also invited all of your classmates. Is that correct?
Yes po, attorney.
Can you tell us what happened during your birthday party, Miss Witness?
We had a drink, attorney.
And when you say you had a drink, Miss Witness, what did you drink that time?
It is an alcoholic beverage, attorney, commonly called as GT.
And how much did you
Gin?
drink?
Did you say gin?
Yes,
Did you say
yes,
gin?
yes, Your Honor, Gin
Ganyan na ba ang
C2.
mga bata yan? 15 years. Okay, continue. Gin na pala ang mga bata.
Ah,
Is that something common among 15 years olds?
kahit mas bata pa, attorney.
Sid,
And how much did you drink, Miss Witness?
Probably, attorney, we had 5 bottles.
And how many of you in that drinking session?
Only 5, attorney.
After consuming the alcoholic beverage, Miss Witness, what happened?
I felt dizzy na po, attorney, so that's when I decided to sleep na po, attorney.
Can you tell me what time did you go to sleep, Miss Witness?
I went to sleep, attorney, at 8 p.m. po.
And you also said that the victim slept at your house after the party. Is that right?
Yes po, attorney.
And you said that you decided to sleep after the party. How do you know that the complainant slept at your house?
Objection, Your Honor. The counsel is
objection is overruled. Witness may answer.
Because we had breakfast together, attorney.
Miss Witness, when you woke up the next day, is Mildred still beside you?
No, attorney. Everyone already left and I was the only one in my room when I woke up, attorney.
You said that Mildred left after you had breakfast. Is that correct?
objection, Your Honor. The question has been answered.
Witness may answer.
Yes,
Being
attorney.
examined.
So based on your previous answers, Miss Witness, you are saying that you woke up alone and only saw Mildred when you had breakfast. Is that right?
Yes po, attorney.
Then it is proper for me to say that you only saw her when you went outside your room and did not actually see her sleeping in your room.
Yes po, attorney.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Court. So your only basis in saying that Mildred slept in your house was the fact that she was there during breakfast. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you actually slept ahead of her, so you did not actually see whether she slept there.
Yes, Your Honor.
And okay, redirect.
Your Honor, we do not have any redirect.
Di mo man lang i-redirect yung question na she might have. Oh, di ba kung despite the fact that Mildred's boyfriend her former boyfriend, they remained friends, di ba? In fact, she was invited during the birthday. Oh, ano yun? Sige, no more. So, no more redirect also. No redirect, so no recross. Formal
Your
offer.
Honor,
Hmm.
Your Honor, we now proceed with the formal offer.
Alam mo, you're being reckless in your parang I don't feel that if you exerted enough effort to exonerate your pwede ang prosecution, parang ang anyway, proceed.
Your Honor, we respectfully offer the following documentary and written evidence to form part of the defense, formal exhibits and evidence. Exhibit 1 is the photo of Randy Aquino in Albay, dated March 19, 2019. And Exhibit 2 is a bus ticket to prove that Randy Aquino was in Albay from March 17, 2019 to May 25, 2019. With three, with a medical certificate of Charo Santos, the mother-in-law of the accused, to prove that there was a necessity for Randy and his wife to go to Albay. That would be all for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, we interpose objection to the admissibility of Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 2 on the ground that those mentioned were only self-serving, and we strongly object for the admissibility of Exhibit 3 on the ground that it was not identified and offered during the course of the hearing po, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's just assume I did not see your judicial affidavit, so I could not rule on it. Okay. So having said that, what would be the next? Is there a rebuttal? No rebuttal?
No rebuttal, Your Honor.
Okay. So no more witnesses, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Next, is there still a case assigned? Meron pa, di ba? Staff, ano ba yun? Estafa?
I think it's attorney.
What?
The human trafficking.
Okay. Sige. Okay, so class dismiss. Thank you.
Thank you po, attorney.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Attorney.
Your
Thank you, Chair.
Honor. Po.
Thank you po, attorney.
Attorney, thank you po.
Congrats, team!
Galak pa niya. Very good. Very good.
Ka.
Hina ng English ko. Oh my God.
Hirap pala maging bata.
Maganda,
Mahirap
maganda.
lang po ang facility.
Apo. Apo.